Hello and welcome to Reality TV Cringe.
What?
I'm one of your hosts, Delia, and I'm here with my real tight homegirl and my daughter-in-law. If you can believe that, my daughter-in-law, Beatrice.
That's me.
We are going to take your sister wives' calls, honey.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait. This delights me every time we do it. And unfortunately, we might have to put a pause on the speak pipes for a little while because we are adding another show into our roster, which we will talk about tonight.
Yeah.
But for this night, on the day of my cat's quinceañera, we're going to take your calls, and I'm excited about it. Now, before we get into it, however, we do have to remind you to please hide your wife and hide your kids. This is a politically incorrect podcast, and it's the second one we're filming in the same night.
Yeah.
And I've been drinking.
She's had half
which
of one
means
drink.
I'm out of control.
Yeah.
So if you're a
Go away, little baby. Go cry somewhere.
you might want to find yourself another dumpster.
Bye.
But if you're ready to have a raccoon conversation and then gossip about some poly people, welcome to this dumpster.
Yeah. You gonna finish your disclaimer?
I did the whole disclaimer.
Oh shit! It's my turn.
What are you doing? Leave it in.
Jeez. Well, and if you love us and love what we do over here,
No, that's the end.
no, it's not. What?
Oh, I thought that was the end. Should we start over?
No.
we shouldn't.
We should keep this
So
on.
great. Okay.
Go follow us on Instagram at Reality TV Cringe. Also join us on Patreon. Patreon.com/Reality TV Cringe.
Let me tell you, Patreon's so fun. And I think
fun.
this week we are dropping the penultimate or the second to last coverage episode of 1,000-Pound Best Friends.
Yeah.
And things are getting critical. Scott's about to have surgery. Vanessa's got her skin surgery and she's feeling like a snack.
Yep.
Megan's perpetually jealous.
Yep.
And I'm into it.
It's great.
So if you want to join in the fun and the conversation, again, Patreon. Thank you.
Patreon.
Now, if you are watching on YouTube, please do not forget to like and comment and share and subscribe, because truly, when you do those things, we are able to climb the mountain toward 6,000 subscribers. And that, for me, that's all I have.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot in this world, but I have that. And so if you could help, we would appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. All right, now let's get into these speak pipes.
Yeah.
Hoodie.
Well, first one we got is from Rachel. Yeah.
Rachel.
Hey, Raccoons. This is Rachel from Montana. I will be traveling to Flagstaff, Arizona for my daughter's graduation the first and second week of May. So if there's anything you want me to do or see or say or find or dig up or trash you want me to go through, you say the word. I'm sure that Kody and Robyn live in the new mansion. I don't know where that's at, but I think that I could probably find some stuff. So if there's stuff you want me to look for while I'm in the area, you say the word. Get your orders in. I'm here for you. I'm here for all of us, because I completely agree. There's no reason in the world that we still need to be filming in Flagstaff. Other than some of Janelle and Christine's kids, I don't care about anybody that's there. And I can't imagine why Mary would ever go back to Flagstaff. For what? Great that Robyn wants to get together with her if she comes back to town. Why the hell would she come back to town? Anyway, I love your podcast. Really enjoy it. Put in your orders. I'm here for you. Bye.
Well, definitely, if you're on the Patreon or on the YouTube, drop down in the comments and let our friend Rachel know what you want her to do when she goes to Flagstaff.
Yes.
I would never want to impose my own requests on her, but since you asked, you got to go to Josephine's.
I mean, yeah, go to Josephine's.
Sit in the attic if you can.
My Salsa Brava.
Oh, yeah. Take pictures of yourself.
Yep.
Sit at the table.
Yes.
The table at Salsa Brava.
Yes.
Where Janelle had to let Kody down, not so gently. Like, we are never, ever getting back together. Go to that table. Eat those chips.
Yep.
So, I mean, to me, I feel like if we wanted to, We could find the address
I mean,
for the second McMansion.
People definitely posted it online.
And it's not like we're stalkers.
No,
it's
not
just
at all.
I think curiosity is really important.
Yes.
It's part of life. And I'm curious to just know like what would happen if you drove by, not like a stalker would.
No.
Just like somebody just looking at Flagstaff. Wow, what a nice town.
But like just see if you can drive by the mansion.
Just happen upon the mansion.
Yeah. Like if you're just like going for a drive with your family or whatever.
Why wouldn't
and then
you?
like you happen to be in the neighborhood.
Like, oh God, look at this. I have a camera.
I have a camera, and Cody's like outside with his shirt off.
With his gloves on.
Showing his washboard abs.
With
and
his
you
hairband.
just happen to take a photo.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
That would be amazing.
If you happen to see any of these folks.
Yes.
Like in or around town, like just take that photo. Just take that photo. Just
take
take your phone out. Like, click,
Send
click,
it to
click.
me on the Instagram.
Absolutely. If you
at
could get your
Reality TV
face in
Cringe.
it, that would be super cool.
That'd be
too.
great.
Anything else that we need?
That's it. I'm
Yeah.
like, just show me the mansion.
I want to know about. I want to know the mansion,
Please.
and I would never tell you to trespass.
No,
like
not
that's
at all.
I think that's a crime. I'm
It
not
is a
sure.
crime.
I feel like it's a crime, but if it weren't,
But if
it weren't a crime, and if it were me,
and if you did it in a way where you didn't get caught.
and like if you could just like get on the land, like
Yeah.
just scurry your little raccoon body, just like
Yeah.
around the perimeter
Yes.
of the acreage that they no doubt have because
Right.
they have a huge piece of property. I mean, like if you could just go into the forest part,
Yeah.
hide behind a tree, and have one of those like telescopic lenses,
Yeah.
and like just focus in,
Yeah.
and see what you can see in
That
the
would be great.
basement, in the windows. I mean, we would never ask you to do that.
No,
But I mean, since you're asking us to ask you, I mean, that'd be cool.
that would be really cool.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Well, Rachel, congratulations on your daughter graduating
Yeah,
from
that's
ISM
great.
University in Flagstaff. Flagstaff is beautiful.
It is. We've
I've
been there.
been a couple times.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. I hope you enjoy yourself. And
Yeah.
again, congratulations.
Congratulations. Next one we have is from an anonymous raccoon.
Oh, that scares me.
Hello, calling from a dumpster in Canada. Appreciate that you listen to all the speak pipes and that you share some of them. And I can only imagine how many you get. So thank you just for listening. I wanted to just chime in that I am just patiently waiting for the day, if it happens, that Kody and Robyn split up for whatever reason, money's run out, or that Robyn finally wakes up and realizes this man is an emotionally abusive human being. But in any case, I would expect that Kody will have another version of history where he never loved Robyn in the first place, and like he did with the OG3. And I don't know if you've already heard the reports that episode 22, season 19 already was released to some people, and that Kody made some insinuation that Aspen was being confrontational with him just for asking why he doesn't like her, and it infuriated me. These poor kids are the collateral damage of polygamy of this show, and it just breaks my heart. Anyway, thank you. Have a beautiful weekend.
Thank you, Anonymous
Yeah.
Raccoon in Canada.
International raccoon.
I've never been to Canada.
Me neither.
And I really want to go. I
Me
want to go to
too.
that Banff place. I want to go to
Yeah.
Vancouver.
Yeah.
I want to travel all around to Quebec.
Yeah.
They're French there.
They are French.
They're
there.
French there.
Yeah.
And Alberta, which is the plains.
Yeah.
And Nova Scotia, which is
Yeah.
on the water. I want to do all of that stuff. Anonymous Raccoon. Yeah, we did talk a little bit about the whole Aspen thing
In our recap this week.
in our recap, and it was just
it was
really
sad.
It was very sad. It was also enraging,
Mhm.
just in the way that Kody spoke about it,
And
we,
Robyn.
and Robyn, and we talked at the time about like a couple of reasons that was pretty distasteful. First and
Mhm.
foremost, it felt like a private conversation that Aspen was trying to have that was never intended to be talked about publicly in that way, and also secondly that Kody as a parent just handled that terribly, because like
Yeah.
when I tell you how crushed I would be as a human being mom if my daughter said to me, "Why don't you like me?" Like I would be devastated on every level. So like he just handled that so terribly and it was awful.
Yep. What do you think about her other point about Kody and Robyn splitting up eventually?
Well, we actually talked about that as well,
We
but
did.
that was for the patrons only.
Yeah.
At the end of the last episode from earlier this week. I don't know if he would say he never loved her because I think that they're probably soulmates.
Totes,
And I
yeah.
think that he is completely in love with her.
Yep.
I think he would be devastated if she walked away from him. I don't know what he would do with his whole life.
I mean, he might have like a full blown like narc psychosis episode, like
Mhm.
if Robyn left him. Like, especially if she was the one that initiated the divorce, like he would be totally crushed. I don't think Kody would ever really leave her.
No.
Unless like their marriage became pretty miserable. But like he couldn't even leave the other OG3. Like he's too much of a coward to do that. So if anybody like leaves the situation, it's going to be Robyn, and I think Robyn will leave him if the money dries up.
Which, I mean, if the writing on the wall that everybody is reading is accurate, which kind of makes us feel like maybe this is maybe not the last season of Sister Wives, but maybe the penultimate, the second to the last season. Like, if the money dries up and how catastrophic that might be. Like we've talked about, their finances feel like a house of cards. Like they've got so much that they are juggling and there's probably a lot of debt, a lot of credit that has been extended. And if all of a sudden it dries up, because these people are not employable and they're not employed, like everything would very quickly go away. And then I could see Robyn making a decision to leave him
Yeah.
and make a different choice for herself and find herself another parasitical host. She needs a host.
Yep.
She's the parasite.
Exactly.
But it would absolutely devastate Kody. And isn't it ironic? Because the women who stuck with him through thick and thin, like Janelle was talking this week about like pinning her bra strap with a diaper pin. Like these are the women who rode for you. And now you have chased them away. They are gone and you will have nothing.
You're going to have absolutely nothing because Robyn hasn't been there with you through all of that hardship.
No.
She's not a ride or die.
No.
She is a parasite.
Yep.
She's going to need a new host.
And we already know how she acts when she leaves a relationship. She leaves devastation in her wake.
Exactly. Let us know in the comments below, though, your theories if you think Kody and Robyn would stay together or if they would divorce and who would leave who. We'd love to know your thoughts.
Yes.
So thank you, Anonymous Canadian Raccoon.
Thank you. We love Canada.
We do. Next one we have is another Anonymous Raccoon.
Oh my God. I'm scared again.
My
All of a sudden I'm scared again.
Oh my God.
Hi, ladies. This is Mariana calling from Seattle. There was a caller this week that said that she is a teacher and she has wanted to use your ending tagline as her kids are dismissed out of school. This is my challenge to her. I double dog dare you to do that. I think that's epically hysterical and you should do that. Okay, my second point is I can't wait for Polyfamily. I think it's going to be a goddamn train wreck, no other words. So I can't wait for that. And then the third thought I had is, Delia, do you do like chart readings? Would you want to do my chart? I would love to do that. I think that would be a lot of fun. And then fourth, the other caller that was this week was a lady out of, I don't remember where she was out of, but it was like your last caller. And she said that she couldn't stand the kids, the girl kids especially. I was wondering, does your idea change because of Leon's, feelings about the family now? I mean, they're not ever on TV. They don't want to be on TV. I'm just curious. I know you said that you found them spoiled during the show, which, yeah, I 100% can see that, but I'm just wondering how you feel about it now. Thanks. Love listening to y'all. Bye.
Thank you. It's so interesting that she brought up like chart readings.
Yeah.
Because I have been thinking to myself that obviously I don't do those. You do those. She probably meant you.
Maybe, yeah.
because you're the one that's into astrology and
Yeah.
you're the one who does our chart readings for the family
Yeah.
and for some friends. And like when
Yeah.
I tell you, these are extensive
Yeah.
like chart readings that are really, really in depth
Yeah.
and awesome. I do not do that. I used to kind of do something like that. We won't get into it.
Yeah.
The patrons know. But Beatrice, what about you? Like, would you ever, maybe at some point you could offer them?
I mean, I've thought about it. It's just like, I don't know what I would charge because I just like to do it. Like, I literally do extensive readings for like everybody I know.
Yeah.
And like, Ethel's about to have a baby this
Yeah.
week. And I told her once her baby's born, I'm like, give me the exact time.
All of it.
So I can do like, I'm going to do a whole chart reading for her baby. And I'm just like going to give it to her as like a memento.
I
and
love
like,
that.
see if her baby will grow into that personality
Mhm.
archetype or if she won't. Like, who knows? But
Yeah.
I don't know. I like doing that kind of stuff. I like
think you should think
astrology
about it.
stuff.
I think you should think about it because I think that people would really like that for those that are inclined.
Yeah.
Beatrice.
Well, let me know in the comments below if you guys want like astrology stuff. Maybe we could do it for patrons.
Maybe.
I mean, that'd be kind of fun.
That would be fun.
Like a little psychic raccoon
Yeah.
corner or something. And then also, Marianne, we're very excited for Polyfamily because that
Oh,
looks like an
my God.
absolute dumpster fire. We're going to talk about it later in this episode.
Yeah, we're gonna do like a little fake psychic prediction. Speaking of readings,
Yeah.
and we're gonna just break down their astrological,
astro stuff,
like their
yeah.
sun signs, right?
Yeah, because that's all I could find.
Yeah, sun signs. We're gonna talk about that.
But they look like an absolute
trash
trash
fire,
heap.
which we love. We love that.
Absolutely love it. So thank you for your
Wait,
call.
well, also Leon. What are your thoughts about Leon currently?
I mean, they're still not my favorite person. Like, it's not like I'm like paying attention to everything that Leon's doing.
So
But
here's what I know.
I don't have animosity.
Leon showed up to Christine's wedding,
Yeah, which is cool.
and that was awesome.
Yes.
Leon has had the opportunity to mature, and that frontal lobe has grown, I would assume.
Allegedly.
And Leon has made the very astute choice to remove themselves from the public limelight,
Mhm.
to focus on their joy, their relationship, and their life, which I think is fantastic and also a marker of maturity.
Yeah.
And so I know nothing about where Leon is in their life right now, but I am heartened. I hope that they are happy.
Yeah, me
I
too.
hope that they're living their best life.
Yeah.
And I feel like we all grow up. Like
Sure.
when I was younger, I was a mess, a hot mess
Yeah.
express. And I've changed, obviously. I am now 30. And so like I've
30.
come a long way, baby. And I don't know how old Leon is, but Leon's barreling towards 32, right?
I think they're around my age. So like 28,
Yeah.
29. So
Yeah.
I think they're around
You're
there.
almost 29.
Shut up.
You're almost 29, which
In
is
August.
virtually 30.
In
like you're
August.
virtually
Shut
30.
up.
She's a Leo.
Shut up.
In case you couldn't tell, she's a Leo.
Virgo rising.
But
though.
anyway, I think Leon is almost 30. So,
yeah. So they probably have grown up.
and can
I
you
just
imagine?
don't pay attention to them.
Can you imagine being Leo though with a dad like Kody, who, for all
Yeah.
intents and purposes, like tried to present himself as very accepting when Leon came out, but then there were those rumors that in actuality both Kody and Robyn are maybe transphobic and
Mhm.
have been isolating to Leon. I don't know that. Those are just rumors. I can't verify that at
Yeah.
all, but like I wouldn't be a bit surprised because they're trash people.
Sure.
So like for Leon to be dealing with all of that this entire time, I just feel like it's a lot. So I do extend a lot of grace. When I am talking about Leon, I am judging based on what I am watching
Yeah.
in the seasons.
In their teenagehood.
Yes.
And
And we
stuff.
haven't even gotten to Catfish. We haven't gotten to
No.
Leon calling out Mary's eyebrows. Like
Right.
I did not like that Leon at all, but Leon was a kid.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
things change.
Yeah. Exactly. That's all I have to say either.
Okay.
I don't have much to add
Thank
to
you.
that.
But thank you though.
Yeah.
It's a
Thank
good
you.
call. Thank you.
Marianne, for your call, and hi from Seattle. I'm from Kirkland. I used to live outside of Seattle. All right, next one we have is from Deanna.
Hey, this is Deanna calling from the Rocky Mountain foothills of southern Alberta, Canada. I want to thank you for your take on things. I really enjoy it. And like most people, I am fascinated with the dysfunction and insanity that is the Browns, probably because I am an ex-Mormon. And so I do just find that fascinating. Anyways, there is a particular interview that Kody did some time ago with two men. Can't remember who they were or what podcast it was, but he was talking about his infatuation with an old movie called Man from La Mancha, which he apparently watched when he was a little boy. And I think he has an archetype built in as a childhood fantasy surrounding the Sophia Loren character. Now, I do also think he transferred that onto Robyn. Not that I think Robyn in any way resembles Sophia Loren, but I think in some way it's a resemblance of that archetype. And I think that's why he can't ever let her go, why he puts her before everything. Well, not only the bedroom stuff that she claims to deliver, but I think it's deeper. I think there's an archetype there. And I think that kind of explains some of the insanity. Anyway, thanks a lot for listening.
That's interesting.
I think I know what podcast she's talking about. Do you remember that podcast he did, I think last year, with those two
Mormons?
Yeah, I
Like
think it was
Mormonism
that
Live
one.
or something like that?
Yeah. And I think we talked about it last year, but we didn't like watch the full thing because it was just really long.
No.
And
Well,
just
and they
like,
hadn't done their research, and
No.
so they didn't really confront him on issues that they should have.
Right. But if Kody really thinks that Robyn looks like Sophia Loren or whatever, I'm just like,
What
no.
in the distorted hologram, how would you ever get there? But I've never seen the movie,
Me
so I
neither.
actually don't know how Sophia Loren presents or like what her character is like in that movie. So maybe there's something there that we could parallel with Robyn in this
No.
moment. But I mean,
No.
I guess out of all of his wives, if we had to choose one that most resembled Sophia Loren, like if we had to pick, I mean, I guess it would be Robyn.
Only because she's a brunette.
She's a brunette.
That's it.
But yeah, I
think Robyn looks more like his mom
yes.
than anything else. And like
Yes.
people have made this comparison before with some of the older photos of Cody's mom.
Yes.
Like Kody is a little weird. There's a little bit of a Freudian complex going on here. Is it
Mhm.
Freud? Where he talked about
Mhm.
boys fucking their moms.
Yep.
Yeah, it's that. Like, I think Robyn looks more like his mom.
Yeah.
And it's weird.
I think that is accurate. I
Yeah.
think that there may be some projection onto Robyn as a result of issues that Kody might have had with his father, Wynn,
Yeah.
that maybe his mother protected him from or
Mhm.
gave him a safe space around, or maybe there's like some issue with his literal mother
Yep.
that he's seeking to resolve through his relationship with Robyn. That seems more plausible to me
Yep.
than an archetype of Sophia Loren. Like I love talking about archetypes and them being emblematic of like larger characteristics and things of that nature, but I just don't know what Sophia Loren would embody as an archetype other than like
Beauty.
a sex pot.
Yeah, exactly.
But maybe he regards her as that.
Ew.
I think he does regard it. Like we've seen him say she's she's the shy wife. Even in this last episode, giving her the jewelry, pretty jewelry for a pretty woman. Like maybe he does regard her as a sex pot, and we don't know
Ew.
what happens in their bedroom. Like maybe she turns it out,
Well, she
lays
pegs
it
him.
low and spreads it wide, and then she pegs him with her big purple dildo.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a purple dildo.
It's gotta be purple.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Let us know your thoughts below. If you guys have seen that movie, let us know if you think.
Man from La Mancha.
Yeah, let us know if you think that Robyn resembles Sophia Loren or
her
his
character.
mom.
Yeah,
I don't
something.
know. Let us know your thoughts.
Interesting
below.
though. I love that.
Yeah, thank you, Diona from Alberta, Canada. You
Oh
were
my
just
gosh,
talking
another
about
Canadian
it.
raccoon.
So international.
Yes.
All right, last one we have is from Gretchen.
Hi, Big Red and Little Green. I'm calling from Maine, and I just had this one observation that, I don't have the most perfect past. I used to be a bit of a wine mom. Not anymore, but when I listen to Christine, sometimes I think I hear alcohol in that voice. I wanted to know what other people thought. I'm really trying to not gossip here. I'm just trying to look at things objectively. Thank you.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
She's in her hot mom era.
Yeah.
Divorced mom era.
Yeah.
Which most of the time equals wine mom. I mean, at least in my experience,
Uh-huh.
when my mom got divorced from my dad,
Yeah.
I mean, drinking,
It was
partying.
on.
Yeah. She was living her best life. Because she was
Right.
only like 33 when she
Yeah,
divorced my
she's so
dad.
young.
You know, she was living her life.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I can see that. I don't want to call like Christine a total lush or drunk or whatever.
I feel like
but
this is a safe dumpster and we can gossip here and there's nothing wrong with that.
I feel like they're having their evening cocktails.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
they're fucking.
In this last episode, she had a dirty martini and she had another fruity drink.
Yep.
So she was drinking
Yep.
and she was having a nice time and her skin was flushed, not unlike my own. And I like a drink. I drink when we record.
Yeah.
I don't really like to drink other than that, but
Yeah.
I don't begrudge her that. I mean, can you imagine living a life of Mormonism?
I mean, right?
Like you spent the first 50 years of your life never touching this stuff.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you have a Mai Tai or a daiquiri and you're like, oh my God.
This is awesome.
And I want to food.
Yeah.
I am down to food.
Exactly.
And I get a little drink, a little social lubricant.
Yeah.
I'm out here dating.
Right.
And so I can see how she would have a cocktail. And
Totally.
I love that for her.
Of course, yeah.
We don't judge that.
No, as long as it's not in excess.
Yeah.
Not at all. As long as it's all right and little Truly doesn't get into it. Because, when I was Truly's age.
Oh, were you drinking?
Oh, I was drunk all the time.
Were you busting into the liquor cabinet?
Every night.
There was no cabinet. It was just out on the counter, probably.
No, there was a cabinet.
Oh, there
But
was.
it was like full. It was like a huge closet full of so much alcohol. So
Oh,
they didn't
God.
notice that I was
Yeah.
drinking. I was a bad kid. But yeah, like every night, going to school hungover. And the next day.
Yeah, you're not the only one. I mean,
Yeah.
I was smoking weed in 6th grade, honey.
Same,
I was
yeah.
cutting school, smoking weed. I was drinking.
We were the
I was
cool kids.
Well, we came from very troubled families. Troubled families.
Yeah.
So Christine is now like in her party girl era.
Right.
She's 50 something.
Yeah.
She's got her man.
She's fucking.
She's living her best life, and I love that for her.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
That's it.
That was the last one?
Yeah. And so now we have our Polyfamily discussion.
Well, we did want to talk about it.
Yes.
Now, the Polyfamily first episode, season 1, episode 1 drops tonight. And so we're obviously recording while it's dropping.
Yeah. So we're going to be a week behind. So we're just going to talk about the couples.
We're going to talk about the couples. We're going to look at their sun signs astrologically. And we're just going to make
Yes.
some predictions. And we're going to, trigger warning, we're going to be rude. I feel rude about it.
Me too.
And I'm looking at their lifestyle, and I know it's not cool to judge people's lifestyle, especially
I'm
not,
gonna
they're-
judge
if
it.
you're not breaking the law. Like, what do I care?
I'm
I do
going to
care.
judge it hardcore.
I do care, and I'm probably going to judge it a little bit. So, like, if that bothers you, you might want to log off right now, honey. Okay,
Like-
just get out of here, honey.
Sorry, we're in a dumpster.
Yeah.
So, okay, so there's 4 people in this quad, and they call themselves a closed quad,
A closed quad.
which means that they don't include anybody else. So we have Alicia and Tyler, who are married.
He's the beard, right?
Yes.
I mean, not
well, they're both
like-
have
not like a-
beards. They both have beards.
Oh, okay.
He's
right.
just the more attractive beard.
He's the dark beard. Okay.
Yes, the dark beard.
So the dark beard and the blonde lady
Alicia
and
and
burgundy. Okay.
Tyler. Yep. They've been married for 11 years. And then they joined this quad with Taya and Sean.
Okay, so they were married for 11 years and then they joined the quad?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay.
And they have kids together.
What a choice.
Yeah.
How do you just happen upon a choice like that?
Yeah. It's almost like maybe one of them wanted to open up the marriage and the
Yeah.
other one was like, okay, I guess, because I love you.
Ooh.
And so then they joined up with Taya and Sean.
Can we just refresh everybody's recollection on this piece of crap, Sean?
Oh, yes. He's the one that was allegedly flirting or interacting with minors.
Was it his stepchild who
Something like
left
that.
a comment? Somebody left a comment on TLC's Instagram when they
Yeah.
posted a trailer saying basically he lost his job because he was talking to a minor, talking to minors, and he's a creep and he's a weirdo.
Yes.
And he looks like one too. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah. Total weirdo.
Yeah.
And Taya's the one that was in the trailer that was saying, I'm falling in love with somebody else. And she's...
If you're married to Sean, I mean, I would fall in love with a chair.
Well, because, okay, so Taya and Tyler are dating.
Yeah.
And Alicia and Sean are dating.
Okay. Poor
Okay,
Alicia.
So it's a whole mess.
Okay.
It's a whole mess.
So Alicia is with somebody who wants to be polyamorous, and Tyler's banging Taya, and Alicia is just like, okay, I guess I have to put
I
up
guess I'll
with
bang
it.
Sean, yeah.
I guess I have to bang
Which I'm just
Sean.
like, they're all gross, but whatever. I'm sorry.
They're not the peak physical specimen. Like when I dream, for example, of like falling in love again in my youth, I don't envision any of those people.
Any of these people.
No.
Well, and apparently Taya also is like the only queer one. I think she's pansexual or something.
So and it's Taya, the one that falls in love with somebody?
Allegedly.
I'm telling you, it's a woman.
So, okay. Alicia and Taya apparently never hooked up with each other, which I find very hard to believe. So it's just
Somebody ate a box.
it's gotta be. So it's just the girls dating the other men in this closed polycule, and they're like trying to raise their kids together. Okay, astrological signs, just their sun signs. So
Okay.
Taya, she was born on my nanny's birthday,
Aw.
October 26th, which makes her Scorpio.
She's a Scorpio, but she's kind of a Libra. She's cuspy.
Well,
Yeah.
it's pretty far into Scorpio.
Right. So she's an October Scorpio.
Yeah.
Well, that's better than a November Scorpio.
Well, up for debate.
Okay.
Scorpios are spicy.
Yeah.
And they're also the sexual side.
They're sexual, but they're also very faithful.
They
If they are
are.
in love with you, they tend to
Yes.
become obsessed, but they also
But-
take things very personally.
In polyamory, though.
If you have hurt me as a Scorpio,
Yeah.
I will, till my dying breath, I will get you back, bitch.
Yeah.
I will get you back
For sure.
if you're a Scorpio.
And then Alicia is born on my Poppy's birthday.
Oh my God.
January 6th.
The Oregon connection.
I know, it's weird, right?
A Capricorn?
Yep.
Ooh,
Yeah.
like Mary
She's
Brown
the
and
only
Kody Brown.
earth sign out of all of them.
Okay.
So Capricorn, not a good mix with all of these. And
Crazy
so
people.
Then Sean, the ugly one.
And
Also
messing
a
around
minor.
with a minor, yeah.
December 17th. Sagittarius.
Oh my God. That's one day after my daughter's
I
birthday.
know. And look, I love a Sagittarius.
I love a Sagittarius.
I'm married to a
too.
Sagittarius.
They're adventurous.
Yes.
They're out here to have a nice
They're playful.
time.
They're fun.
They're also a good time to hang out with.
Totally. The life of the
But
party.
Little crazy.
Yeah, of
Can
course.
be a little crazy.
Well, because it's a fire sign.
Yeah.
Fire signs are nuts.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, Tyler,
The dark
the
beard.
dark beard.
Yeah.
The more attractive one.
I mean, if I had to say one was
out of
attractive,
all four,
I would, yeah. out
he's
of all,
the most attractive.
yes.
But the bar is still really low. He's March 19th. Pisces.
Oh.
But kind of cuspy with Aries.
Yeah. Ooh, it's bad too.
Yeah. And Pisces men tend to be a little
Yeah.
bit more problematic than like Pisces women.
Why is that?
Because it's like they're more like willing. I don't want to generalize because I
want you
love
to generalize.
I love a Pisces kind of, but I'm a Leo, so Pisces kind of I don't jive because they're more emotional. It's a water sign.
They feel things.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, you have a Virgo moon as well. So
No, Aries moon.
Aries moon. Oh,
Virgo
you're a Virgo
rising.
rising. Okay, yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
So I do feel things,
Sort of.
but it's more fiery.
Yeah. And so we're back from the uncensored portion of this pod because I was talking crazy and Beatrice was giving her
Offensive.
raw opinion on polyamory. If you want to hear all of that, all you have to do is go to patreon.com/reality TV cringe. That's for the uncensored raccoons. But you were just saying, like, you don't really understand polyamory as a structure. Like, how does that
I don't
work?
get it.
It seems like, and I'm not saying it is, but it seems like it's for people who just want to cheat. And so, like, if you're just a person who wants to cheat, what does that say about your innate character?
Exactly. Well, and like, I don't know, call me old fashioned, but I feel like if you get married to somebody, that's a commitment to them. You know, like it's a commitment to be with them and to like not sleep with other people. Like there's swingers and stuff. Like I can see a world like that. But like polyamory is different because you're having other relationships with other people. So it's more complicated.
Mhm.
And it's like, how do you navigate, like kind of like polygamy? Like how do you navigate all these other relationships and you share your person with somebody who might have a more intimate connection with somebody else? Like
Right.
I think there's actually a preview that I saw with like Alicia gets kind of upset, like, why is Tyler like more in love with Taya? And it's like, because he is. It's like, because he is. Like you and Tyler were married for 11 years.
Mhm.
Then he wants to do polyamory and like maybe you suggested it too to go along with it. But now you're seeing the repercussions of him falling in love with Taya
Right.
and being more into her than
Right.
he is with you. And now you're stuck with Sean.
Yikes.
Now you're stuck with Sean, who Taya probably doesn't even want.
Oh, who does?
I mean,
nobody wants Sean.
really?
Nobody wants Sean.
Nobody wants Sean
Yeah, but that's your only other option because Tyler is spending all of his time
with
over
Taya.
there.
And I
with
think
Taya.
Taya is pregnant with Tyler's baby.
Oh,
But I think they're not.
My God,
They're
are
not
you kidding
saying
me?
like who, like somebody's pregnant, and they're not saying who's the
Well,
father.
who's fucking though? It's gonna be Taya and Tyler.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the double T's.
It's obviously. So
okay.
anyway, this
So
is
let's
gonna
make
be.
let's make some fake psychic predictions about what's going to happen to these people. And I'm not really talking about their storylines as they present them to us because if TLC does anything, it's overproduce a show.
Yeah.
But like as for these actual people on Earth sharing our planet, none of them are going to make it.
No.
Like, if you're going to marry a guy who is talking to minors, like, you've married a dud, you've married a criminal,
Yeah.
you've married a loser.
Right.
What's wrong with you, though? That you would be okay to be in a union and a partnership
Right.
with somebody who's talking to minors. I don't get it.
I don't get
And
it.
I'm less judgy than you in terms of polyamory. I
For
would
sure.
never do it. It would never work for me. But I can acknowledge that there are people out there who can come up with agreements and make it work, and it's totally fine. But nonetheless, I don't know if it's sustainable. I can't see either of these couples making it long term. And now you're going to introduce a fifth
Another person in this queue that was supposed to be closed. It
Right.
was supposed to be a closed quad, and now you're going to
something's
open
happening.
it up.
What's happening in
like,
the queue?
You also have kids involved, and like, how is it good for the kids?
Why are
like,
you doing that to the kids?
I just don't get it. But I'm here for it. Like, I'm gonna watch the train wreck.
100%.
And I'm going to consume it.
Yes.
And I'm gonna judge it in all of my raccoon glory.
Yeah.
As if I'm like on some pedestal over top them and be like looking down on them. But I am.
And you should be.
On my dumpster.
Why wouldn't you be?
I'm looking down.
I agree. I think that it's very problematic.
Yeah.
And I feel like if it's a closed polycule and you want to introduce a fifth person without consent, like there's already a deep problem.
I just feel
in
like
the structure.
Yeah, like you're just setting it up for failure.
Yeah.
Like, and you're denying that it's gonna fail.
Mhm.
But like you're still doing it anyway. So I mean, whatever.
And it's going to fail.
Yeah. Like, have fun.
Yeah. And
I
we'll
guess.
watch.
Yeah.
Yes. And hopefully they don't fuck it up. No, I'm talking about TLC. Hopefully they don't like overproduce it like
Sure,
Seeking
yes.
Brother Husband, which
With,
was
like,
just
fake
like, yeah,
stuff.
like
Yeah.
keep it real.
Yeah.
And I will watch.
Yeah.
Well, good thoughts.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
And so our coverage of it is going to be, I think, 1 week behind until Sister Wives concludes.
Yeah.
And then we will catch up to like regular weekly on time recaps.
Yes. And to those of you who were wanting us to cover the Valley, we are going to cover that on Patreon though. So keep an eye out for that. If you're on our Patreon, it'll be there.
Yeah, we're going to start covering that in May and we'll start releasing those like probably in June.
Yeah.
So, but we're going to have fun with it. I've been watching. Have you?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
I'm waiting. I'm saving
Mm.
myself.
Oh my God.
I heard it's crazy though.
You are going to hate Jax Taylor
sure.
even more than you hate Jax Taylor now.
I'm sure.
Okay, is there anything else that we need to say to these beautiful raccoons before we get up on out of here, Beatrice?
Well, if you love our podcast, please go to your favorite podcast platform and leave us a glowing 5-star review. 5 stars and nothing less, please. It really helps us grow the pod so more people can join us in the dumpster. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
We will be back next week. We're going to be 1 day late.
Yeah.
So our episodes are going to release on the general pod on Thursday as opposed to Wednesday. So make sure you look for that.
Yeah.
But until then, please do not forget that we have nothing but love for you and peace out.
Bye.
Bye, guys.